Hello, this is just a little video just to give you an idea of my setup, what I have in my tackle box and on how I travel. Obviously you can see there's my blue box. I have my Tronics bait, cool bag on the top, and underneath that I have the side tray off my box because it's easy to go on top. The bungee cord just hooks underneath the lid, so as you can see it doesn't fall. It's just easy to carry, and I know everything's there then. Obviously when you get there, I just unhook that, take that off. All my bait is in there, and obviously it stays frozen. The stuff that I have made up or nearly thawed out, it goes in there, so it keeps all the blood and all the juice in there, and that just goes in the on my net, on my tripod, so everything's a hand in there, so it's quite easy. And obviously that's my box. I put like a little 2 square pads, they glow in the dark, them fluorescents, just so shine the light on it, and I know where my box is when it's behind me, so nothing special. And just have my little ruler on top there, but inside my box I try and keep everything a hand so I'm not messing around. So as you can see, I'll try and move it so you can give it a bit more an idea. I have my rigs, any use free, well I try and stick to them anyway, but I have them stuck on with Velcro, so I can just pull it off, so it's dead easy. So my up and over one's on that, and when I finish I can just wind it up, put it on, drop down pulley, that's the same, and then a pulley rig. It's just so don't have to mess around in my rig wall at all, and the little Tronics Pro rig winder box. I have my solo splashdowns there, so they're a hand, and then on these your reels are supposed to go on them, but I used I used to use the Pen Mags 525, but they don't sit in there right because of where the gear boxes and all that, so instead of wasting the space I have these little bit boxes like everyone else has, nothing special, but it just has all my swivels, spare bait clips in there, bait stops, rotten bottoms, trident stuff, and a few other little bits and bobs, so it's handy in there. Just they're all a hand, and then it just clips on there, and the same as the other one, that's just spare bait elastic, different size hooks in there, a few beads, a few silicone beads, and bits and bobs in there. It's just, you don't need much, but it's just handy, especially when you're local. You don't need to be taking all sorts. Spare rod straps just in case you need it. I have a little spare lanyard there for my glasses, if it's read glasses or sunglasses, it doesn't matter. And then inside the box, yet again, I have Velcro heavy duty stuff on the back there, little tape measure, you never know. Same again, little snips, so just having sort of, I've got bait scissors, but if you need to cut my snoods or the line, same on that, sharpener goes on there, and it doesn't all fall off because I've had this set up now for a good while. My glasses, because my eyesight's getting worse now, so I used to be lazy and not take them, so they're in there. I have a spare Discordia, little pair of forceps in there, fillet knife, bait knife, whatever you want to call it, goes in there. That locks in, it doesn't come out, so it's quite handy. And then on the side again, which is on Velcro, it's the old Tigger light, you know, the battery used to go in. I have a pair of long nose pliers in there, which are always handy. Little T-bar, leader one, that one, it's alright, that one. Scales go in there, and I always have a little pack of sabikis in there just in case, especially for like when you're going on the beaches up to Wales earlier on, well, in the summer, you never know what's about, and that just clips in there. And then, sorry for spinning it around. And obviously, I have me 2 reels. It's very rare to keep these in here, but I have me 2 Pen Fathoms in there, and I think because I've got the Trident clips on the end, that's the yellow one now, so that's got Berkeley line on that, and that's the £24, but it's only 0.40 for £50 shock leader on it, because I don't pendulum cast or anything like that, so 50's plenty for me. Never had a problem with it. And there's the other one in there, and that's got the I think it's £22 and the same stuff, and that's 0.38, and that's got a £50 shock leader on it. And because I'm fishing with them too, I always take a spare one with me anyway. I have my 515 Pen Mag, still in mint condition though, but bound to be, because I am a bit of a OCD with my tattle stuff. I don't like I like to look after it, so that just stays in there. If you have a mishap in it, or anyone else does in fishing with, I've got a spare reel. Obviously, head torch, the Fenix one, I have that. I've got a little spare one in there, just wrapped up, just in case, because you never know. Then I have a pencil case with all my bait stuff in it. It just keeps it all together then and stops it from smelling. So I have my scissors in there, bait elastic, different bait tools. I'm sure everyone's got them, all their own, but there's about 4 or 5 in there. Just handy, just keeps it all together then, stops it rolling. Little baiting needles, so it's quite good. And then what else? Obviously there's no weights in there, but I have a little box, depending on where I'm going, depending on what weights I put in there. So that just fits in there nice. I don't know if I'll give you a little bit of a better view so you can see it's not really chocker, but it's handy. And then I have this jammed in the corner, little mustard. I think it's a rig winder box, but that's just full of bits in there. Sterile wipes, some plasters, bit of spare line in there. As you can see, Amnesia, that's 20, and that'll be £30 in there. Tip lights, not that I used them. Different hooks in there just in case, already made up. These are only snood lines, 4/0, 3 foot. They're all like £50, £60. There's a couple made up in there. Little spare battery. And then some bolt rigs. Nothing. There's a Congo one in there. Wire trace, taupe. You never know. It's just handy. Another one in there for it. Just fasten that over then, innit? Just just handy. It doesn't take up much room, it's not heavy, but you never know what's in there. Obviously, dry towel, just in case. I always have that. Not isn't something getting soaking wet. No. That's on Velcro again. That's your ASSO shock leader, just in case. It's £60. Like you say, you never know. And that just sticks on underneath. It's handy, out the way, doesn't come off. I have the two of the Northern IMAX real ones. I have them to just put on when my rods, when the reels are on my rod. I'll just slip them over so they're not getting knocked at the end of the session. When I'm taking them off my rod, put them on and just put them in my box stem for when I'm travelling back. And then all my pre-made rigs in there. I have a up and over, drop down pulley rigs, and my little chalk flapper ones there, just close in rigs, them various ones. Just handy, because you never know. And basically, that's it. I think just has a little place in my box, so like you say, with me I'm a bit of a fusspot. I just like things nice and tidy, so like you say, everything's a hand. And there's not much weight in the box either, which is a good thing, because you don't want to be carrying and then you end up with a bad back. It's just too much. Like you say, you shake that, nothing comes off. It's all handy. And as you can see, there's not much in there. I mean, suppose if I wanted, you could stick that in there as well. Fits in there easy. And if it's raining and I get caught out, I'll put that in there as well, because I'll make a liar out of me now, watch. See, it does close. It just keeps it dry, but most time it doesn't. Most of the things, I always have a couple of little chocolate bars as well. Keep them in there when the fishing really gets boring and you've got nothing else to do. But that's it really. Take that back out. That's all I have. Like you say, I just change it up for what venues I'm doing. What venues need different things, but when you're local, that's all I have. It's good enough. And that's it. I mean, yeah, look, I'm picking that up now, just with two fingers, so there's no weight in it. So when you're taking put all the weights in it, gets the weight in it. Just one more thing before I forget. My glasses as well, they're the same. Velcro. That was the breakaway little accessory tray, but I've cut it down because in that far corner there, I can move that around. I want to put a flask in there, I can, because it'll stand up. So I don't keep weights in this because I have my little box, so I just have that for my accessories. Like you say, flask can go in there, that little slim one. And that, people, is about it. I normally keep me I have a little bag of all the hat in it, and a little neck snood, but I'll keep that in my car now, so I know it's with me all the time. And that, my friends, is it.